Everyone, my name is Sethi. I hope you all are staying healthy. Today we are going to talk about types and measurement of poverty, inequality and unemployment. Poverty is not just low income. It is situation where individual is not able to fulfill even their basic needs like food, clothing, shelter, education and healthcare. Absolute poverty means inability to meet minimum basic needs. When you compare one person economic status with other people in society, it will be called relative poverty. Multi-dimension poverty is a holistic view of poverty by considering deprivation from health, good education, even unable to maintain a proper standard of living. How to measure poverty? According to calorie based approach, if in a rural area per day you consume 2400 calorie, in urban area you consume 2100 calorie per day, then you are not considered a poor. But Tendurkar committee shift to focus on consumption expenditure. That means it measure poverty, how much expenditure you do on health and education. Rangarajan committee proposed higher poverty line by considering how much expenditure you do on food, clothing, rent, education and transport. Now we will see poverty indices. Poverty indices are statistical method used by policymaker and economist in order to measure, understand and track level of poverty. First is head count ratio. It measures percentage of people living below poverty line. Poverty gap index, it measures depth of poverty by showing how far poor are from poverty line. Squared poverty gap, it give more weight to poor people and capture inequality within poor population. Since poverty index are more comprehensive measurement of poverty because it combined head count ratio, poverty gap index and income inequality in order to measure poverty. Multi-dimension poverty index go beyond income level because it include lack of electricity, sanitation or schooling. Now we are going to talk about inequality. Inequality means unequal distribution of resources, income, wealth, health, education as well as opportunities are available in society. Little bit inequality is okay, but too much inequality leads to so many social, economic and political problems. Now we will see types of inequality. Economic inequality. Economic inequality include income inequality and wealth inequality. Income inequality means differences between people for receiving wages and profit. Wealth inequality means differences among the people related to ownership of assets like land and share. Social inequality arises from differences in social status, identity, caste, class, gender and religion. Gender inequality means unequal treatment and opportunity for men and women in education, employment and health. Education inequality means unequal access to quality of education due to poverty, religion disparity and gender bias. Health inequality means disparity in health status and access to medical services. Religion inequality means differences in economic development across various geographical regions. Now we'll see measurement of inequality. Lorenz curve. Lorenz curve is graph which shows the relationship between cumulative population and cumulative income distribution so that we can easily know level of inequality. Gini coefficient is a numerical measurement derived from Lorenz curve which range from 0 to 1. 0 means perfect equality, 1 means perfect inequality. Kuznets ratio compare income share of top 20% to bottom 40% so that we can easily know level of inequality in our economy. Coefficient of variation and standard deviation, these are statistical method to measure spread of income. Through this spread of income, obviously we can easily know level of inequality. Now we are going to talk about unemployment. What is unemployment? If a person willing to work and able to work at current wages but he or she is not able to find job, it will be called unemployment. Types of unemployment. Structural unemployment means mismatch between skills that workers have and skills that industries require. For example, textile workers are losing their job because company installed machine which workers don't know how to operate. Workers don't know how to operate machine, that why company firing them. It will be called structural unemployment. Frictional unemployment is time gap when person is searching for new job. For example, software engineer quit his current job in order to find high paying tech role. So time gap between quitting current job and finding new job will called frictional unemployment, because during this time gap person will remain unemployed. Cyclical unemployment occurs during economic downturns like recession. During recession, income is very low. Due to low income, demand fall, prices fall, profit of businesses fall, their production fall. If their production is continuously reducing, then why should they hire more employees? Even they start firing their existing employees. So it will be called cyclical unemployment. Disguised unemployment occurs when more people are working than actually required. For example, in order to work in particular land, we only need 5 people, but whole 10 member of family are working. Difference is called 5. These 5 people are not giving any contribution. Even if you remove them, productivity of land still remain as it is. So these 5 people comes under disguised unemployment. Disguised unemployment means more people are working than actually required. Underemployment means when people are working but their job is below their skill or below their education. For example, PhD holder are working as a clerk. How to measure unemployment in India? If a person works for 30 days or more in whole year, will count as employed under usual principal and subsidies status. This is framework which is used by National Statistical Office. According to current weekly status, a person is considered employed if they perform any gainful economic activities at least 1 hour on any single day during the 7 days of reference period. Current daily status track employment based on daily basis. If person work for 4 hours or more on given days, then they are considered employed for a whole day. Unemployment rate equal to number of unemployed persons and total labor force. Total labor force include a person either employed or actively seeking for a job. It doesn't include people like student, retired or homemaker who are not looking for a job. Unemployed people means people who are willing to work and able to work but not able to get a job at given wages. So this is all about today's video. I think you got it, and thank you so much for watching this video. Bye, take care.